Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Kakadash. Double honors unto the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone and rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noise in the gospel, broad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is another lesson through the Spirit. This is actually a response to the elder brother from South Carolina. He just put up a video basically going into the same clip, and just wanted to give my take on it as well, because what I'm realizing, well, this is who you call General Yohana, which is the head guy over the ISUPK, which stands for the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, which he thrives on being third under heaven, or third in heaven under Yahweh Shai, which the ranking order is the Most High Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, then King David. So for a man to say that he's third under the Most High, which will basically allude to, well, you must be King David. Now, he's never came out and really said it, not to my degree, but a guy that exalts himself, you know, to be the third commanding general or whatever, which the Lord is not even dealing with commanding generals right now. Okay, the Lord is dealing with apostles, prophets, you know, teachers, so forth. Okay, all that ranking stuff that's really not even important, even though there are ranks for order purposes, you know. But overall, we don't really push rank, so to speak, down brothers' throat, even though you may have officers and, you know, particular men's in particular positions in the camps. But I ain't gonna be like, hey, Officer Taz, such and such, such and such, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta continue to say that shit, you know, because it's really deeper than that. But guys, they are hell-bent on these elaborate titles, and this is what Apostle Gabar was going into on one of his videos as to why men get brought down off the high horse, man. And, you know, just for what I believe that ISUPK is next to fall, okay? Because for whatever reason, they, you know, GMS, we get blamed for everything, you know. We get blamed for the goddamn, we get blamed for everything. We get blamed from the wind blowing. We get blamed for the sun coming out. We get blamed for the moon out. You know, we get blamed because the bird fell from the sky. We get blamed for the fucking wildfires. And ultimately, you know, they trying to push this cucumber head crybaby over here and basically try to make it seem like all the hate and shit is because of Great Millstone. But in fact, ISUPK, you made the damn hate, the national, what is it called? The Southern Law Center, Southern Poverty Law Center. You've made the hate list of the FBI, man, with all your screaming and radicalizing and your militant approach. All right, prime example, man. Talking about hating, you got a nigga out here looking like he's a fucking Power Ranger or some shit, man. Which, you know, I ain't gonna lie, the garb is nice, you know, but you walking around like you fucking King Saul or something, bro.
When it come to these,
you know, like you finna go do a goddamn backflip off a roof or something, man. Like, nigga, you ain't Shinobi, nigga. You know, but you blame us because we came rough with the approach. But you guys are actually out there blasting people, you know what I'm saying, with the loudspeaker, taking over blocks and trying to run brothers off corners, talking about General Yohana's block. Motherfucker, you did that, man. All right, we ain't never kicked nobody off our corner. Motherfucker, you know, if somebody was prophesying on the street that we prophesied on, you know, sometimes we like, hey, brother, you know, this is our post. And then if it's that deep, we'll just go to another corner. Because ultimately, we don't own no corners here in America and Babylon. This is not our kingdom. So we just go where conveniently we teach the word. And then, you know, if Lord permit, we'll go back to that spot next week. Or if they really want that spot that bad, then they can have it. Okay, but we ain't black like it was. I forgot what camp that was, but you got these flying monkeys. Because if you brothers ever saw the Wiz, the Jake version, you had Evil Eveline, the little fat witch, and then she had the flying monkeys, the overly buff niggas with the top, with the big tops and the small bottoms, with the big bellies, with the beards and the glasses. That's Yohana's group, man, the flying monkeys. You know, with him being a head monkey. But outside of all that, you guys is the one that likes to push intimidation and bully tactics, man, on people. So you can't put that on GMS, like all the quote unquote hate. We ain't showing hate to nobody. Just because we rebuke sharply doesn't mean we hate people. All right. So anyway, let's listen to what this dude said, because the Most High is gonna chop him down next, since he wants to run his mouth all the time and this proud approach, man. So let's see what this guy, General, the commanding General Yohana, is talking about.
These damn groups out, you understand? I don't want nothing to do with them unless they giving up all flags and bringing their body under the truth. Because of course, 90% of this shit is born out of selfishness, out of looking for power, out of sexual deviancy, and you just destroying the work of the Lord. Never before Tahar and them, never before did black people look at us like we had a sexual deviance problem. Never before did they look at us. Never before did black people, in all our years of speaking on the street, black people never felt like, I don't like them brothers on the street. They might have disagreed with us, but
that's bullshit, Yohana, because more people come up against you than us. Every time I'm looking at the UPK video, y'all always trying to intimidate somebody. Y'all, we're all black. You got them damn shades on, man. You call yourselves black identity extremists. Or was that Al-Azhar? I think he had a shirt like that. Then you dudes, man, you call yourself black people, which we ain't black, my nigga. Okay, we're the Israelites. But I found it ironic that these same guys can try to call us out for all the madness going on, but yet you started it, man. And you claim to be the home of the truth. So how the hell are you trying to push what happened to Al-Azhar and all that other stuff on us? Al-Azhar ain't learned that behavior from Great Millstone, man. Are you tripping? Al-Azhar had a problem because Al-Azhar had a problem. It ain't got nothing to do with us, man. Especially a man that's talking about you, Yohana, talking about doing it in the butt, talking about you agree with Ali. You talking about you can pop your woman in the ass. GMS ain't never told no shit like that, man. That you can have sex with your woman and pop in the behind, man. And if brothers in Great Millstone is doing that, they off, man, and they need to repent. But can't no chick I ever dealt with since I've been in the truth say that I ever went in they fucking anal hole. Ever. Because we don't teach that. That's sodomy, my nigga. That's why the Most High I see why the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, gotta put Jake out of their commission, man. Because Jake is taking shit too far.
Nobody came against us like unless they had a drug problem or, something like that. But other than that, black people knew we was for them. But it wasn't until you break off groups got out here with 1,000 fucking camps.
And his biggest problem is because we ain't coming up under him. Like, who are you? You ain't no authority to us, man. We found out you took 15 years off and went back in the world, bro. You ain't no fucking authority to us. We ain't got to come up under you. Okay, Apostle Tahar is over you in rank, my dude. If anything, you need to come up under Apostle Tahar, man. But ain't nobody coming up under you, and ain't nobody gonna join the ISUPK. The Most High is gonna break that shit up too. Same people that said that John the Baptist was not in the truth, man, talking all manners of wickedness about John the Baptist. You dudes are off as hell too, man. If anything, you probably worse than Alizé. Cause you ninjas, I really believe you dudes are you greasy ass you greasy ass Jakes in the ISUPK. I guarantee you got all types of shit going on in your back closet, man. Okay, the shit that's gonna come out on this dude, it's gonna make Al-Azhar look like a saint. And I just really believe that because Yohana, he's been in the game for a long time, man. And everybody know that, and I speculate that Yohana sold out, which it ain't even my business to even really speak on the intrinsics of that because I don't know the in-depths of it. But the nigga, you on the 501c3, bro. You sold out, man. But anyway, let's play a little bit more, then we'll get a couple of precepts. Because it's funny how we always got to come up in something when we ain't had nothing to do. We ain't had nothing to do with, as the brother called him, Pegasus over here. We had nothing to do with that. Okay, that was that own man's problems. We had nothing to do with that, bro. But anyway, let me get a precept real quick. Because this is coming as to what happened to the prophets, okay? Because Yahweh Shai was numbered among the transgressors, and we going to be numbered among the transgressors too. So no matter how clean and cut we try to be and how under the radar we be, trust me, we going to come up in the radar somewhere. All right, I remember it was a video that was being done on like a whole nother group. I believe it was like, I don't know if it was a One West group, it may be some offset Israelites, but somehow, some way, Elder Yashawamba made the goddamn screenshot. It had nothing to do with them, bro. It had nothing to do with us. But Elder Yashawamba's face was on there, man. I was like, man, we was rapping about it, man. I'm like, how the hell your face come up on it? He said, brother, I don't even know. He said, we ain't got nothing to do with them, and I'll fucking pop up on a screensaver. I'm like, that's wild. Oh man, but you gotta love it though, man, because hey, shit, the Lord, He has a sense of humor, man. Because at the end of the day, when this is said and done, man, and everything gets back in its proper order, we just gonna look back on this shit and laugh like, wow, this was a hell of a damn movie. You know, you can't take it too personal, bro. But this is the book of Isaiah 53, and I'm gonna start at verses. Yep, I want to get the point. The point is really in verses 12, but let's get a little bit meat off the bone. It says, he was taken from prison and from judgment, but who should declare this generation? It says, for he was cut off out of the land of the living, for the transgressions of my people he was stricken. Okay, because Yahushua took on the sins of the nation of Israel, not the world like you Christians teach. But it says, and he made his grave with the wicked and with the rich in his death. But because he had done no violence, neither was there any deceit in his mouth. And, you know, when we teach, there's no deceit coming out of us, man, because we are passionate about what we speak. And you can tell about how we speak. You know, like some people may think we're angry or mean or whatever, but, you know, they just come with the passion of the word, the sincerity. Like you can tell certain brothers' passions about how they speak and how convicted they are. Like you should always be able to pick up a level of passion in brothers' teaching, man. You know, like somebody should be able to look at you like, oh, yeah, that brother's very passionate about what he believes in. That's always a good sign. So when we out there and, you know, we in the spirit and we animated or whatever, hey, that's just a form of passion. Some people may say, oh, y'all guys are angry. Why you getting so mad? It ain't really us getting mad. It's us passionate. We going to defend it because we really believe in it, you know. But a lot of men don't have passion. But it says, yet it pleased the Lord to bruise him, and he had put him to grief. And it says, when thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin, and his seed, and he shall see his seed, he shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of the Lord shall prosper in his hand. And he shall see the travail of his soul, and shall be satisfied. And by his knowledge shall my righteous servant justify many, for he shall bear their iniquities. And it's talk about Yahushua bearing the sin of Israel. But point is, it says, therefore I would divide him a portion with the great, and he should divide the spoil with the strong, because he had poured out his soul into death, and he was numbered with the transgressors, and he bared the sin of many and made intercessors for the transgressors, which is Israel. All right, but Yahushua was numbered among the transgressors, man. Okay, so how much more us? Okay, we're gonna always be caught up in some stuff that had nothing to do with us, man. You know, but that's just how that's just how Israel is, man. They always hated the prophets. All right. Matter of fact, let's look it up in Matthew's. I just had it too, but let me just type it in that way, because I forgot where I just looked at it at. Numbered among the numbered transgressors. Hold up. What the fuck? What you mean? That ain't right. That is how you spell it. I just spelt it. The fuck? Transgres. That's ORS. I just typed that in. Now it pops up, right? Blue letter be tripping. Mark 15 and 28. Let's see what this is here. Mark 15 and let's start it up. Verses 27. It says, and with him they crucified two thieves, the one on the left hand and the other on the right. No, the right on the right hand and the other on his left. And the scriptures were fulfilled, which said he was numbered with the transgressors. Okay, so that's the point. We're going to be caught up, and we're going to be labeled among these evildoers because they're just the lot of the prophets, man. All right. Surely drink. Baptism. Baptized. Yep, Matthew 20 and 23 and 22. And it says here, matter of fact, let's start at verses 20. It says, then came to him the mother of Zebedee's children with her sons, worshiping him, desiring a certain thing of him. And he said unto her, what wilt thou? And she said unto him, grant that these my two sons may sit, the one on thy right hand, the other on the left, in thy kingdom. But Yahushua answered and said, ye know not what ye ask. It says, are ye able to drink the cup that I should drink of, and to be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with? And that's talking about the straits, man. You know, that's talking about the hell that Yahushua had to go through in order to obtain his position. So when these guys come up against us, because somehow, some way, it's going to be a GMS problem as to why Al-Azhar likes to, you know, get fond of all this other craziness, right? Which I don't even want to talk about that dude no more, man. You know, because I mean, at this point, it's like, okay, you know, we got other things to focus on. Yeah, he's out there, you know, but at the end of the day, you got more people justifying him than not. So, I mean, that shows you right there, well, Israel, what type of people we dealing with. But it says here, they say unto him, we are able. And he said unto them, ye should drink indeed of my cup and be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with. But to sit on my right hand and on my left is not mine to give, but it should be given for them to whom it is prepared of my Father. So long story short, hey, he says, you're going to surely drink of this cup. Okay, so if you coming and you saying you're a man of the Most High, then, hey, like the scriptures say, prepare thy soul for temptation. So this doesn't surprise me that this guy here is making all these allegations, man, because this is what they do. Okay, when he's probably the one that got the most dirt on him out of everybody in Israel. And you're going to find out. Yohana's going to go down too, you know.
This ain't just these camps that I'm mentioning. They had 1,000 other. You had 3, 4, 5 camps in Brooklyn. You had that bullshit going on. You had that bullshit going on with my main man, Barak, came up with me together.
But wait a minute, man. Didn't the scripture say, like, ain't that the reason why we got kicked out of Rome? Because we was flooding the street corners teaching his word? Same thing we doing now. Now, it's so fucking, it's ironic because it makes him a hypocrite, because let's just say if every camp in One West came under ISUPK, that'd be a lot of brothers, and ain't no way in hell that we will all be able to fit into one section. So we would have to literally be broken off and carted out through the streets of Babylon. Literally, we have to be on every corner in Babylon. Now, if that's what he's talking about, coming under his banner, which I know he is, then it is, you know, then whatever, right? But he's talking about all these camps. You got 5 camps in Brooklyn. He's mainly mad because they not under him. Because you had the HODC, GMS, Sakari. Now you got Genesis. You got, well, GOCC, they don't count. IUIC, I mean, they still got some type of One West beliefs, but they're pretty much a Christian church with fringes. You know, you had AOC, LOI, you know, all these different camps that come out of the One West, and of the original camps, GMS, what is it, Armies of Israel? Which one is Zabak? IUIC, the leaders of these main organizations that's been around before these sub-splits like Sakari and Genesis and Thug, where they not around anymore, but what's the other guy's name? Naquam, which is Wi-Fi. You know, before these guys came about, the leaders that was in One West formed their own groups, man, which Apostle Tahar got the Great Millstone, is what we are, the Great Millstone. So what is he talking about, man? Because you still got ISUPK out there. But he's mad because we're not coming under his tutelage. Nobody want to be under you, bro. Okay, you're not a man of the Most High, at least not in my opinion. You don't even go out to the streets no more.
We came up together, me and Barak. Barak went and took over that House of David bullshit, and then got down there in the Purple Cat's face and let them punk the shit out of him. After that, I ain't seen him on the internet yet since that day. You understand? All that shit came out of that. Every bit of it came out of that. What did we do? We stood our ground. And that bullshit that happened with the Jesus Christ Church, the Lord destroyed. That's our legacy. Our legacy is this. We UPK, Marshall left. They set up that garbage over there. We stood our ground. We stood our ground. The Lord killed Tazadaki. He didn't just shut him down. He put him to death for that evil shit he did. and then push that shit to the side.
Yohana's an actor, man. He's comical as all hell. I remember, I think the apostles had a nickname for him. They used to call his ass the Groovy Guru. But anyway, man, this is just part of it. This is what we're gonna go through, man, because we gonna always come up in something. Hell, fucking cats can birth pigs, and that'd be GMS fault too. This is the book of Acts 17, and it says here, Acts 17, and I'm gonna start at 5. But it says, but the Jews which believe not move with envy. Matter of fact, let's start at verses 2. And it says, and Paul, as his manners was, went in unto them, and 3 Sabbath days reasoned with them out of the scriptures, opening and alleging that Yahushua must needs have suffered and risen again from the dead, and that this Yahushua whom I preach unto you is the anointed. Because there was a division. Some people didn't believe that Yahushua rose from the dead, man. And you had them Sadducees, which didn't believe in Yahushua. They didn't believe in anything that dealt with the supernatural. All right. But it says, and some of them believed and consorted with Paul and Silas, and of the devout Greeks a great multitude, which were Israelites, and of the chief women not a few. But the Jews which believed not moved with envy, and took it to them certain lewd fellows of a baser sort. And when you look at the UPK, them dudes are them are like one of the base Israelites out there, because they're literally like, you know, I call them low IQ Israelites, man, because them dudes don't do nothing but shout and scream at people. You know, when we yell at people and get upset and curse them out, at least we're bringing out edifying content. Ain't nothing edifying about these dudes, man. Okay, and they best chance of anything. The reason why they went this far is because they got Captain Cesariak, man, which he's simple as all hell with his instigating ass. All right, he's a fucking instigator. He ain't nothing but he's a simp too. You know, that's his problem. He's simp too goddamn much. He an instigator. He need to clean his act up and get back in his right mind for the Most High. Fuck his ass up too, man. Because without Cesariak, look, ISUPK would have crumbled a long time ago. Because let's be real, man. All right? Because Cesariak is what's keeping you dudes afloat. And he's simple as hell. But it says, but the Jews which believe not moved with envy, and took it to them certain lewd fellows of baser sort, and gathered the company, and set all the city on an uproar, and assaulted the house of Jason, and sought to bring them out to the people. And when they found them not, they drew Jason and certain brethren unto the rulers of the city, crying that these have turned the world upside down, or come hither also. And it's talking about for the fact that we were preaching, okay? And you go into the next chapter, we was basically expelled out of this province because we was on the corners and we was chatting down the Roman Empire. We was telling them that they was going to go down, you know? And of course you had other Israelites that wasn't with it. And what happened? You know what I'm saying? They snitched and gave up Jake to the authorities. And before you know it, we got expelled out of there. You know, some of them being jailed and locked up. And the men of the Lord were killed, man. You know? And it says here, in whom Jason had received, and these all do contrary to the decrees of Caesar, saying that their decree another king, one Yahushua, and they troubled the people and the rulers of the city when they heard these things. And when they had taken security of Jason and the other, they let them go. And the brethren immediately sent Paul away in silence by night to Berea, who coming thither went into the synagogues of the Jews, man. All right, so that's the point. So we're going to always have men that come up against us because for the simple fact, we're just teaching and we're in the spirit of Yahushua. All right, these men that you call leaders in Israel, they hate Yahushua, man. All right, Yohana, he doesn't believe in Yahweh Shemi Yahushua. He may call on a name, but he ain't following Yahushua, man. All right, they don't know. All right. Acts 14, and I'm going to start at verses 13. It says, now when they saw the boldness of Peter and John and perceived that they were unlearned and ignorant men, and this is what they said about us, they marveled and took the knowledge of them that they had been with Yahushua. And beholding the man which was healed standing with them, they could say nothing against it. But when they had commanded them to go outside of the council, they conferred among themselves, saying, what should we do to these men? It says, for that indeed a notable miracle had been done by them is manifest to all them that dwell in Jerusalem, and we cannot deny it. But that it spread no further among the people, let us straitly threat them that they speak henceforth to no man in this name. And they called them and commanded them not to speak at all nor teach in the name of Yahushua. So These men hate us because we're teaching in the name of Yahweh Shai, man, because ultimately it's fucking up their scandals. You know, these guys had money within these little sects, man. And this is why Yohanan is complaining that everybody needs to come up under him, because you know how much money that would generate him if we're under the tithing system of Yohanan? Please, man, you know, which, hey, it's going to have wicked men in Israel. But I'm going to end it giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Lord, will you edify to the next lesson. Shalom.